High salt intake, often dismissed as a simple taste preference, is a serious and well-documented risk factor for stomach cancer. The danger lies not just in table salt sprinkled over meals, but in the hidden sodium packed into processed foods, instant noodles, cured meats, pickles, sauces, and fast foods that dominate modern diets. When consumed in excess, salt directly damages the stomach's protective lining, creating small but chronic injuries that make it more vulnerable to infection, inflammation, and ultimately, carcinogenesis. Over time, this repeated irritation weakens the mucosal barrier, allowing harmful bacteria like Helicobacter pylori to thrive. This bacterium is a known cause of gastric ulcers and a leading trigger of stomach cancer worldwide. What begins as subtle gastritis, perhaps a feeling of heartburn or bloating, can evolve into a dangerous cycle. Salt aggravates the stomach wall, pylori infection worsens, inflammation deepens, and DNA damage accumulates. This cascade of events creates fertile ground for abnormal cells to form and multiply. Many people underestimate how even moderate daily overconsumption of sodium can sustain this process for years before symptoms appear. Research consistently shows that populations with high-salt diets, such as in parts of East Asia and Eastern Europe, face significantly higher rates of stomach cancer compared to those consuming more balanced, herb-based cuisines. Yet, the positive news is equally strong. This risk can be substantially reduced through conscious culinary choices. The palate can be retrained to enjoy flavor without relying on excessive salt, and the simplest way to do this is by embracing herbs and spices. Garlic, rosemary, and ginger are not only delicious natural flavor enhancers, but also potent defenders of gastric health. Garlic, for instance, contains organosulfur compounds that have demonstrated antibacterial and anti-cancer properties, helping suppress pylori growth and protecting the stomach lining from oxidative stress. Fresh garlic, lightly crushed or chopped before cooking, releases allicin, a bioactive compound known to reduce inflammation and support the immune system. Rosemary, with its fragrant, pine-like aroma, is more than a seasoning for meats and vegetables. It contains carnosic acid and rosmarinic acid, antioxidants that combat free radicals and reduce nitrosamine formation in the stomach. Nitrosamines, formed when sodium and certain preservatives interact in processed meats, are well-known carcinogens linked to stomach and colon cancers. By substituting rosemary and other herbs for salt-based seasonings, you directly cut down on these dangerous chemical reactions while enriching your meals with protective phytochemicals. Ginger, another versatile spice, offers additional defense. Its main compound, gingerol, has been shown to reduce inflammation and inhibit cancer cell proliferation in gastric tissue. Fresh ginger tea, stir-fries seasoned with grated ginger, or soups infused with its natural warmth can help soothe digestion while reducing oxidative damage. Ginger also helps regulate stomach acid production, protecting the lining from the corrosive effects of both salt and stress. Transitioning away from high salt intake is best done gradually, allowing the taste buds to adjust. Start by reducing the amount of added salt during cooking and relying more on herbs, citrus, vinegar, and spices for flavor. Marinades made from lemon juice, olive oil, garlic, and herbs not only add complexity to dishes, but also enhance nutrient absorption. Over time, the natural flavors of food become more pronounced as the palate resets. For many people, this change brings not just health benefits, but also a deeper enjoyment of food's authentic taste. Limiting processed and preserved foods is another crucial step. Most dietary sodium comes not from home-cooked meals but from packaged items, soups, deli meats, sauces, and snacks. Choosing fresh, whole ingredients dramatically reduces hidden sodium intake. Reading labels and selecting products marked low sodium or no added salt can make a noticeable difference in daily totals. Replacing processed meats with plant-based protein sources like lentils, beans, and tofu eliminates both sodium overload and carcinogenic nitrates. Hydration plays an important supporting role. High salt intake dehydrates the stomach lining, making it more susceptible to irritation. Drinking plenty of water, herbal teas, and eating water-rich fruits like cucumber, melon, and oranges helps maintain mucosal health. Green tea, which is rich in catechins, offers additional protective effects against gastric cancer and pairs beautifully with a low-sodium diet. For individuals who already experience gastritis, acid reflux, or have a family history of stomach cancer, salt reduction becomes not optional but essential. Cooking with herbs like basil, thyme, oregano, and turmeric adds variety and further anti-inflammatory benefits. Turmeric, for instance, contains curcumin, a compound known to suppress gastric cancer cell growth and strengthen the body's antioxidant defenses. Even small reductions in salt intake yield measurable improvements. Studies show that reducing sodium by 30 to 40% can lower stomach cancer risk significantly, even among those previously consuming high amounts. Within weeks, blood pressure improves, fluid balance stabilizes, and the stomach begins to heal from chronic irritation. Over months and years, this healing translates into a much lower lifetime risk of gastric disease. The warning is urgent, but the solution is beautifully simple. Flavor your food with life, not salt. Herbs and spices provide complexity, depth, and health protection where sodium brings only temporary taste and long-term harm. The more natural color and aroma you introduce to your meals, the stronger your body's defenses become. Think of every pinch of rosemary, every slice of garlic, every spoon of ginger as an act of repair, each one helping your stomach rebuild its resilience, each meal a quiet step away from disease. Prevention begins not with drastic medical interventions, but with what you choose to sprinkle on your dinner plate. By reducing salt and embracing the healing language of herbs, you do more than protect your stomach. You nurture your body's natural capacity to defend and renew itself every single day.